What up? What up? What up? What's popping? What's good, man? The sun is we're in a different spot. The sun is in my eye, but it's all good. We about to get it in, man. This is the call-in episode, right? So what y'all need to do, you hit the link. I put it in I put it up in there. It's in the description. The link is in the description. And matter of fact, I'm gonna post it again here. Let's see the call-in link, some other stuff. There's all types of links there. Let me see if I can pin shit. Yeah, that don't look good. I don't have Nima here, man. So it is what it is. I'm doing the best I can, man. What's good? What's good? When I'm going back on Fresh and Fit, I don't know. I was on Fresh and Fit last Monday. Yo, but listen, this is the calling show. I want to answer your questions. We used to do this back in the day. It was fun. So you hit that link. I see Dawson. You got to turn your camera on, homie. Turn your camera on, and I'll bring you to the stage. Let's go. Let's get it, man. What's popping? What's popping? What up? What up? Is it late as usual? Yeah, it's a little late. Dawson, you got to turn your camera on, man. You ain't about to have me out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yep, my arm's right as usual. You know what it is. Again, if you want to join, hit that link. Turn your fucking camera on, though, man. Y'all ain't gonna have me out here looking crazy. What up, everybody? Yo, listen, check it out. How many of y'all worried about what's popping in the Middle East, man? Worried about what's popping in the Middle East? Iran versus goddamn Israel. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. Don't worry. It's gonna happen. Like you ain't gotta guess what's gonna happen. We already know what's gonna happen. Oh, I see Dawson. All right, man. You had your camera on for a second. All right. Yo, but listen. Yo, man, it's gonna happen. There is going to be conflict, and America's gonna get in. Let me tell you why. Right? So I went over this yesterday on a podcast, but it just bears repeating. In 1971, we had a president. His name was Richard Nixon, right? And when Nixon came in office, we had something called the gold standard, which means that the goddamn dollar was backed by like real gold, right? And the goddamn other countries and our allies, they knew we was bullshitting. We was printing more money than we had gold, right? So Nixon was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. We taking it off the gold standard. So what did the United States do, right? We made an agreement with a bunch of oil producing nations, you know, and we said, okay, listen, all oil needs to be priced and sold in US dollars. And they did that. Because that would increase the demand for the US dollar. And the other nations agreed to it because we gave them mad guns and we gave them protection, right? OPEC nations, right? And this made the dollar the world's reserve currency. Here's the fucking thing. Every time a country decides to trade oil in a different currency other than the dollars, there's some real war and conflict in that country each and every time. You know what I'm saying? Each and every time. For example, Iraq. Saddam Hussein said, yo, man, we're going to start selling oil in euros, man. Fuck this dollars. We don't need that shit. What happened to him? Yeah. Benjamin Netanyahu, Bush brought him over here to say, oh, man, they got weapons of mass destruction. Then they had weapons of mass destruction. They didn't have no weapons of mass destruction. We still went to war with them, toppled the regime. Saddam was overthrown, right? Oil reverted to the dollar. All right. It happened again in fucking Libya. Motherfucking Omar Gaddafi, he said, oh man, he was going to trade oil and some other shit, you know, and some African dollar. He's like, yeah, man, fuck that shit. So the US backed a whole bunch of, someone says this is the A. Motherfuckers keep saying this AI stream. Yeah, y'all need to get real. Yeah. US launched, they started backing the militias that were against him, right? The rebel forces. And Gaddafi was killed. The country descended into chaos, and the plans to sell oil over there in some other fucking currency, those were scrapped. You know what I'm saying? Venezuela tried to do it in 2017, right? US froze all their assets and imposed heavy sanctions, right? Why do y'all keep saying it's an AI stream, man? Y'all need to get y'all shit. Y'all fucking weird, man. I never lied to you motherfuckers before in my life. Dawson, I'm gonna get you on in a second. Hold on. Let me just get this rant. All right, bro. Some of you guys gotta beat it for being weird. You know what I'm saying? Some of you, I'm just gonna kick some of y'all out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good, man. Don't even worry about it. It's all good, man. All right. So anyway, Venezuela, they tried to do this shit. They wanted to sell oil in cryptocurrency or some stupid shit, right? Boom. U.S. imposed heavy sanctions, froze their assets, and backed the militia, right? That whole fucking economy collapsed. Syria tried to sell oil on another currency. All right. So we backed. So what they did was we backed militias that went against him. You get what I'm saying? It happens every time. And now Russia tried to sell oil in another currency as well. They tried to sell in rubies, euros, and in yen, right? Okay, so what did we do? We backed the Ukraine. We start sending mad money and weapons to Ukraine to fight Russia, right? And now Iran is trying to sell oil in a currency that's other than the dollars. It threatens the U.S. dominance, right? So so what are we doing? We're giving mad weapons, money, and shit to Israel. And it might get crazier, right? It's probably gonna get crazier unless Iran decides that they're gonna go back to selling oil in dollars. It's gonna be a fucking more war. You can count on it. So just know, man, anything anyone else tells you about this shit is just a distraction. Nothing else is real except for we have to maintain the dollars as the world's reserve currency, and the only way to do that is if all oil is sold in dollars, right? And anytime that's threatened, there's gonna be war, right? So just bet on that, right? Yo, Dawson, I'm gonna bring you to the stage, man. What's up, man? How can I help you, man? What's good, homie? Oh shit, man, I can't hear you, bro.
All right, yo.
All right, there you go, man. What's up, homie?
Yo. So, how's Miami, man?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Austin move down there. Austin Dunham.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
saw the
He's yeah.
vlog.
I was with him not long ago. We got
Yeah,
some videos coming out together. Yeah.
yeah. You
Last
should
week.
bring him on the pod.
He's been on before, man, but we're gonna get him on again for sure.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So like, when did like life really change?
Excuse me.
When did life like really change for you? Like when you like started balling and stuff.
And well, when did I start balling? You know
Yeah.
what, man? I probably made my first million around age. It was around age 32. I didn't have a lot of the advantages y'all have, right? Because the internet
Mhm.
wasn't as sophisticated then as it was now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it took a little longer. It's more difficult back then. But even then, I didn't start balling. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I invested my money. You get what I'm saying? I kept investing money. I didn't, because what you want to do is you want to make money, put it into assets, and then you start balling with the assets. Does that make sense?
Yeah. NBA accounting.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's up, man.
Mhm.
So I didn't start doing any of that until it got to a point where, my assets can cover the balling. But I was still living. I was still living. Oh, all right, bro. I was still living in small apartment in Queens, like for years, even though I was making like millions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got another question.
What's up, man?
So what's the dumbest purchase you made?
The
Like,
dumbest,
yeah.
dumbest purchase I made.
Like it could
It
be an
was
investment or
Yeah. So I made some bad investments. I had a one in particular. I remember I put 100K into it was a fund. It had a bunch of good returns, right? But it was on paper, right? But what happened was it had a lot of these forex funds.
Mhm.
Forex is not as regulated, and the motherfuckers, it was a rug pull type shit. I got fucked up. I
Damn.
got fucked up, man. Yeah,
And like, how did you like handle it? Like, were you stoic about it?
yeah. It's just like shit happens, man. So I just went. I just kind of ate that, and I said, "All right, got to make some more money, man."
Yeah. You like locked in after.
Yeah. What is this shit?
Stupid art.
Yeah,
Bro, kick this fuck boy out of here.
yeah. No, they about to
Yeah.
go. I don't even worry about it.
IPG done. Yo. Nah.
It's
No,
all
cause
good.
like the other day, like me and my friends were like trying to do like this business move, but we
Hmm.
like ended up getting scammed. So
What happened? How much y'all get scammed for?
it wasn't like a lot. It was just literally like $200.
Oh, okay,
Like
man.
it
All
was
right,
fine. It
man.
was like some small shit, honestly. Like nothing crazy. But like it just like got me down a little bit. I was like, what's
Yeah,
this?
it's nothing good. It's nothing cool about losing money, Dawson.
Yeah.
But it's like when you lose, don't lose the lesson. You get what I'm saying?
See? Don't
Because
lose the
it
lesson.
won't be, this won't be a last L you take, and it might not be
Mhm.
the worst. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something I think about when I take some sort of loss or something difficult happens or I go through challenges. I think, okay, this is not going to be the last problem I encounter, and it might not be the worst, right? So if I can handle this, it'll put me in a better position to handle the next one. So if the next one's not as bad, okay, it'll be easier in comparison to this. But if it's
Yeah.
worse, then my ability to handle this one will prepare me for the next one, right? So it can always be a win, you know?
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's how I look
Uh
at it, like training. But it's a part of life. Nobody's life is an unbroken boulevard of green lights. Like we all have challenges, we all have upsets. It's just how we deal with them, man. And $200, you can bounce back from that like mad quick.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully I could bounce back from the war. I can invest in
yeah, man.
one of those companies.
Yo, listen, man. I hate to sound like this, man, but yo, the fucking a lot of money gets made off wars, man. A
Yeah,
lot of money gets made
definitely.
off wars, and if you can't stop it, so you might as well fucking profit.
Profit. Right, right.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's all.
All right,
Thanks
man.
for letting me come on here.
Hey, no problem, brother, man. Keep it up. Keep up the
All
good
right.
work. All right. Yo, we got Christian about to pull Christian up in here, man. Let's go. All right. What's up, homie?
Hey, how's it going, Brandon?
I'm doing good, man.
That's good to hear, man. Yeah, so hey, I'm that thing Grips. I'm part of
Oh, that's you.
yeah. I'm the agency owner now.
Okay.
Yep. But no, I joined HGT, and then I learned a lot about that. Man.
When did you join?
Man, probably like three months ago or something.
Okay, awesome, man.
Yeah, no, it was going good, and then
you just pivoted. You wanted to do agency work instead.
Yeah, man. My grandpa owned an agency, but I was trying every other business I could to not fall into that. But I just ended up being too good at it. I learned copywriting from you.
Nice.
Learned, you helped me develop my sales a lot to get them to where they need to be. We're not high pressure selling.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You learned the right way. That's what's up.
Yeah. So man, I can't thank you enough for what you taught me, but worth the investment for sure if you guys are trying to join HGT. 100%.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Yo, listen, there's an ebook there, y'all, called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. If you want to learn more about it, the link is in the description. Check it out.
Yeah. So hey man, I'm kind of at war with myself because I'm kind of going the running ads part, to get my name out there. But I've been having.
Oh, no, sorry. Continue. I apologize.
Yeah. No, I decided to start a business page instead of doubling down on the personal brand, personal page. So I could run ads. It was a lot easier to plug in. Maybe I'm just a dumbass and still don't know all about that. But I mean, I do have. It's called CA marketing. It's a little more professional. I thought it'd be easier to step away.
Okay.
At some point. But I did kind of personally brand myself as Chris Funnels,
All right.
So I'm just wondering, what kind of, I guess, do you have any advice for the route I went? Because I kind of went against the grain and I was at war with myself, man.
Yeah. I don't know if I understand the question. It was there was a lot said, but I don't know exactly what.
Yeah. So, I guess how do you think it was a bad choice to go with a business page?
As opposed to just, I don't think it matters. It doesn't. It is. I always dissuade people from starting additional pages.
Yeah,
just because it complicates things. People have enough difficulty, posting frequently on one page, and then they have several. And like we don't really see that, right? Think of any. Like who does that work for?
Right.
Like unless you got a big company and you have people running it, like Instagram has its own Instagram page, right? And Mark Zuckerberg has his own page, right? But they're a fucking $1 billion company, right? But think about all your favorite influencers. Like they have like one page. They might have a page for the business if the business is. But that's at the point where they have other people running it,
Yeah.
If it's just you, I don't know. But you've already done it, so who cares, right? Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You need to just pick one of those and focus on it. You get what I'm I'm always a fan of the personal page because people like to buy from people that they like, and know and build trust. But I've seen it work the other way as well. Yeah, it is a pain in the ass. Focus on it,
Yeah, it is a pain in the ass. I'll tell you that. My views, my video is getting like 20 views. So,
and it's like starting over. I never saw the benefit of starting an additional page.
Yep.
For you know what I'm saying? Like I really never saw the benefit of that.
Yep.
I only see downside. But you know why people do it, right? I don't know if this is why you did it. I don't want to put this on you, but people do it because they're embarrassed to post this shit for their friends and family, see it on their personal, so they want to start something new and different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the real reason why most people do it. I don't want to put that on you, but I know most people do it for that reason.
No, to be honest, that was kind of a hurdle for me. I actually blocked all my family, and I just started posting.
I know it, bro. People do that shit. They embarrassed, you know.
Dude, I just don't need the distraction. You know, if you're gonna hate on me, whatever. Oh, Chris is doing his thing, whatever. You know, it's a little marketing agency or whatever. But no, I just
that's the only reason people do it because there's no fucking advantage.
yeah. I guess I'm kind of in this position now. I mean, I've been posting daily for the past week. I started posting daily.
Yeah.
I can't think of. Oh man, I had something else I wanted to touch on. I don't want to take up too much.
It takes time, man. You know, to grow your following, especially if you're starting over for a new page. But you know what, man? I've seen, subscribers and followers don't matter as much now. Like if you have some good content, because the way the algorithm works now. Let me share my screen. I want to show you something. So the way the algorithm works now is, you put out a piece of content, right? And what's going to happen is, this is like all platforms, right? First, it's going to show it to like a test group of your followers, right? Test number 1, right? And if these people like view it and engage with it, right, then it'll move on to a bigger group of your followers. So this is going to be a small group of your followers, the first one. And then they'll say, all right, let's show it to a few more of his followers. All right. And this is like test 2. Right. And if they engage with it and they fuck with it, then you go to test 3. And this is when they start showing it to people who are not your followers. That's what this blue one will represent. And if these people start fucking with it, then they'll start showing it to a bunch of people who aren't your followers. And this is how you go viral. And like so like it's not as important to have followers now, because sometimes I post shit, my fucking followers don't engage with it or don't fuck with it, and then it gets like less views than like an embarrassing amount of views. Right? Like that shit can happen, and you just, it's all right, the next one we'll try to get with it.
Yeah. So sorry to cut you off. One thing I have been doing, I have been posting to my story on my personal page, just trying to get views, man.
Yeah.
Like, God, these fucking angles are crazy.
Listen, man, you got 2 pages, man. You got to pick one to focus on.
Yeah.
Really try to grow that,
Yeah.
But really, how are you getting clients now? Let's think about the money.
Yeah. So I'm doing local actually. So
okay.
All these businesses are just nearby, man. I just picked a niche. I niched down. I'm kind of in the real estate niche and sub niches of that. And rental businesses,
Yeah.
But so I mean, the clients are already there, so it's not like we're DMing like we would, on a personal page, through HTT, right? But I am finding that as a business page, you can't DM motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I have to kind of go do the thing. I have to go, like and follow, leave a good comment. I'm trying to do try to like and comment, follow like 10 pages a day.
All right. Well, here's the thing, man. I was gonna let it slide, but it's too much, man. It's happened too much. You keep using the T word, man. And it's
try.
Yeah, I know it's fucking with you, man. I'm trying to be cool. Now you got me doing it. You made me say it.
I know better.
We out here using that goddamn profanity.
I know.
All right. You're working on
it. Yep. So I also ask another question, last question, I promise. So, I have been kind of, the thing is posting B-roll, right? I left a comment, I was laughing my ass off, but posting B-roll, B-roll videos, like say you like hitting some muscle ups or something, or handstand push-ups, but like writing captions about like marketing. I don't know
if that's going to work. because it's not going to be applicable unless it's applicable to your target market, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I kind of would like to add a little bit of personal brand in there, but I mean,
yeah,
all I'm doing is the talking head. You know, I'm walking.
I think that's the best move for you right now. And I don't know what the B-roll would be for you. It's something I had to think about. I had to spend some time with, more time than I have now. But yeah, you might just have to go to talking head stuff. You know, so here's the thing. You know, it's not applicable now, but you know, Gary V, he had his personal brand, right? But he was making the big money from Gary Vayner Media, right? Which was an ad agency. You know what I'm saying? They did like big ads. It's a $100 million company, right? Probably more than that now. But I'm trying to think if there's anything there for you. Yeah, if you're going to use the business page, then you know what you should do? You know, you should make case studies. Yeah. I think that's like what I said about Gary Vee. You can do testimonials, but you can just do case studies. Hey, here's how we made X amount of money for this brand, for this company, for this local business, you know? And if you're doing local ads, where are you from?
Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Where in Minnesota?
Minneapolis, St. Paul.
All right, boom. Here's how we helped this company in St. Paul double revenue in 3 weeks or whatever, right? Whatever's real. Like that's what's on my head. And then you could break down the ad strategy you used.
Yeah.
And then you can also send those videos to potential clients.
Yep.
You know, and be like, hey man, you know, I want to show you this video about how we helped another business in Minneapolis. You know, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think case studies would be work for your clients.
Case studies.
Yeah. Those would be cool videos. And then the B-roll, just you showing what happened, you know?
Yeah.
Like that makes I think those videos would clients, and even if they don't go viral, I bet you would get you some more clients.
Yeah.
And that's the real point. Yep. Yeah, right?
Yeah. All right, Brian. I think that's all I got. I appreciate your time.
For sure.
Man, you're one of the greats, bro. I wish you could be teaching me digital marketing over here. but hey, I'm part of HCT. Can I just show up?
Yeah, you can still show up, man. When you're in HCT, you in for life, even though you're doing something different, you know.
Okay. Hey, half the principles I still apply from HCT, man.
Yo, man, it be like that, right? It works for everything. Oh, my fault, man. Oh shit. Okay.
That's all good.
All right, brother. All right, man. Peace.
All right, thanks, man.
Cool. All right, we got Henry Berry. I can't see you, brother. Henry Berry, you look like you in an automobile. Oh yeah, you driving? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let's see what happens. Let me. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
This is wild.
I'm on the turnpike. I'm heading back from New Brunswick.
Okay. Oh, you on the New Jersey turnpike?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. What's up, man? How can I help you?
So I'm in a similar category to the last guy. I run a media agency. Is actually where I'm heading back from. I shoot content for a lot of people. But when it comes to personal branding, what do you think's the best way to advertise, you know, myself, but also the services I provide to businesses? Like, kind of intertwine that. Because I run a business page, but I also started my personal branding page, and I just kind of want to like get a hybrid of it, you know.
Well, what's the actual goal again?
Land more businesses for my media agency.
Okay. I think you should make content about what you do and how you help, you know, and that stuff is not going to go viral, but it might not go viral. It's a chance, but like if the goal is to get more clients, then you should talk about how you help your clients accomplish their goals.
Yeah.
You make like case study videos.
I've been doing some case studies and some testimonial videos recently.
Yeah, I think that'll work really well. You know, like case studies is something that I really think, you know, will be beneficial for you. Who's your target market?
New Jersey business owners, and then also like some e-commerce guys as well.
Okay, is it all New Jersey? Like all of New Jersey? Are you doing a certain part?
I mean, I try and stay like close to where I am at, but I pretty much travel everywhere in Jersey.
All right. Yeah. So make some. How many clients you have?
I got about 6 right now. I just started like 2 months ago.
Oh, nice. Have you been able to get them a return on their investment?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice, man. All right. Well, listen. Make some case study videos about that and what you're doing and how you help those brands. And you can also use those for lead gen, like when you're reaching out to other brands, other local brands. I think that'd be real helpful for you.
So would you recommend more cold outreach or more paid ads for my agency? Because I do have the ad spend if I wanted to do that. Or do you think cold outreach is more
what, man? My boy Jeremy, he has an agency and he doesn't do this now, but he would do video cold outreach. He would sometimes mail them a video, like he would mail them these cards, and they open in a video with video of him doing a personal video.
Okay.
He would do shit like that, but he also does it in his DM. You know, listen, if you are an agency owner, hit up Jeremy Haynes. He does have a course. He doesn't really sell it he doesn't talk about it that much because he's got so many clients that he doesn't really. But his course is really good. His program, I forget the name of it. But he has so many clients, bro, that he doesn't really focus on the educational part of his business. Like he's got big name clients. I don't even know what I'm saying. Like motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Hit up, like, if you're an agency, hit up Jeremy. There's no one better at that shit. I ran an agency at one point, but it was a little different. Like my agency is we were it was for fitness influencers. So we would get big fitness influencers and we would run their whole business. We would build like courses and build funnels and it was full service, and I would run the ads. So it's a little different than what you're doing. I think Jeremy would be able to help you out a little better. All right, bro. We lost you, man. We lost Henry. He was a good dude. We lost him. All right. All right, Henry. We lost him on the turnpike. I hope that bitch ain't crash. You know what I'm saying? He will be missed. All right. Now we got Alto Forest.
Yeah, close.
Close. Did I say that right?
Almost.
Alto Forest.
It's Aldo Fortes. It's a little Spanish.
Okay. See.
Yeah. You speak a little Espanol, right?
Yeah, yo un poquito español. Mi amo Quito Suave.
Nice.
See,
that's good.
See, how can I help you, man?
I just want to say that I'm a big fan, right? I'm like 20 years old, and I watch most of your stuff right now. I'm like shaking, but I have a couple questions. So right now I'm getting to 6% body fat, right?
Nice.
That's the goal, and yeah. So I've looked into the mini cut, mini bulk. Is 20 calories per pound of body weight too much?
For bulking?
Yeah.
Body weight in pounds times 20. No, I think that's good. That's what I like to do when I bulk, man.
Okay, because I've seen Grego Gallagher. That's how I've seen you, right? That's how I make. Like I've been in his coaching, and he doesn't recommend a big surplus. So once
he doesn't. We approach things differently, and Greg's cool. You know, like that's my dog. We approach things. We have a lot of similarities, but we do have different approaches. But he said do less than body weight in pounds times 20.
Yeah, it's like a 200 calorie surplus around.
Yeah. Listen, there's pros and cons to that, right? You know, and Greg's my dog. You know, so the benefit of that is you're less likely to put on additional fat. You know, you're less likely. The thing you don't have to be cognizant of if you do it like that is that here's the thing: 200 calorie surplus. This was about to be discouraging. What I'm about to say.
Yeah, it's okay.
The FDA allows food labels to be off by 20%.
Yeah.
In any direction, right? So you get something, they can say it has 100 calories, it might be 120, right? It might be 80. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're only shooting for such a small surplus, then you might be hitting it on paper, but it might not be happening in reality. You know what I'm saying? Then you're leaving gains on the table. But if you go to a bigger surplus, it's like, okay, you're definitely in the surplus. Like there's no bones about it. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely in the surplus. And if you start getting fat a little bit, you start putting on, so you got options. You can, what I do is I go into a cut as soon as I start getting fat. So it's like the micro cuts and micro bulks, right? Yeah. So I never get too fat.
Cool. Can I ask you another question? I have a couple questions up my sleeve.
Hey man, it's all good.
Okay, so I'm 20 years old right now.
Wait, real quick before I get it. Did you understand what I said? Did that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut.
All right, cool. No, I just want to make sure that I articulated this shit right.
No, I got you. I've been watching your videos, like all your live talks, and I get as much as I can. I absorb it. Right now, I'm listening to or reading Rich Dad Poor Dad.
That's my shit. I read that when I was around your age. I was like 17, 18 when I read it.
Yeah. So, I work at a restaurant right now as a busser. I know you've been in the restaurant business before. Mm-hmm. So, honestly, I have an idea of what I'm gonna do, but I need to make a lot of more money. Right now, I'm staying at my grandma's. I want to join your high ticket trainer.
Okay.
Train people online, and that's one of my goals.
Nice, man. Nice. You know, bussers. You know, first of all, shout out to you for having a job.
Thank you.
You know, like I always respect people who have jobs. I don't care what it is. You know, it's the guys out here working. You know what I'm saying, to take care of himself. I respect that. I don't give a fuck what it is. Thanks. I got nothing but respect for that, especially young guys, man. So it sounds like, was there a question in there, bro, or like was we just talking? Because either way, it's cool.
Okay, well, I'll ask you a better question. All right?
Yeah, I don't think you asked the question. I think that was a collection of statements.
Right. Sorry. Okay,
it's all good though.
Okay. One question, because I have to leave by like 5:30 because I work at 6.
Okay.
But I saw that you were live and I was gonna read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Anyways, so my question is, given a choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
Who would I want as a dinner guest?
Yeah.
Anyone in the world? They got to be alive.
¿Quién sabe?
Huh?
Anyone.
It could be anyone?
Yeah.
If they don't, what if they don't speak English? Can I in this fantasy does everyone speak English?
No, that's too no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right. Genghis Khan.
What's that?
Genghis Khan. Okay. This motherfucker was born to a fucking whore prostitute, right? He took over almost all of Asia. Like the amount of land that Alexander the Great conquered was like less than half of what Genghis Khan conquered. It was insane. But Alexander the Great was born into the shit. Like this motherfucker was born to a fucking whore prostitute. And he was like basically an orphan. Like his parents was killed. And he went from that to the most powerful man in the world. One of the most powerful men of all time. And I didn't even know how he do it. What was your fucking mindset, man? I would love to pick his brain. He wasn't a good guy. He did a lot of fucking R word, allegedly. Allegedly, I don't want to put that on him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I heard. But that aside, not to say I want to do all the shit he did, but it's like, just how did he go from nothing, like literally nothing, to being one of the most powerful men, literally, of all time? He's got a biography. I read one of his biographies a few years ago, and it's just mind blowing. It says that, I wish I don't want to misquote this, but the average Chinese person has about 5% of his DNA or something like that, because he had so many kids.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, for him, right? He passed down his genes.
That's cool for him. You know what I'm saying? That's how fucking much he was getting it in. Like, yeah, it was insane.
Brandon,
man.
It's been nice talking to you. I have to go. I'm gonna read books, and I'm gonna head to work. But thank you. You're a big inspiration for me. All right.
Appreciate that, man.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
All right. I got some guys in the waiting room. I'm gonna go ahead but we also got some super chats. Real quick, the homie Leonardo, shout out to you, brother. I think this one came in before him, though. He said, "Are you worried about AI eating personal training industry?" Nah, because one of the things we do as personal trainers, like we're really accountability coaches, right? We make sure that online trainers, we really make sure that they do it. So AI can't make sure you do anything yet. You get what I'm saying? Like in my lifetime, I voted Republican and I voted Democrat, right? I voted and I'm an independent voter. What that means is I'm on each one of the lists. So I got calls from Kamala, I got calls from Trump during calls and texts, and I ignored them all. Didn't vote for anyone. didn't even vote. Right? Because you can ignore the machines, but it's difficult. It's different when it's a person keeping you accountable. Like, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like the human interaction is a little different. So I'm not really worried about that at all. I'm worried about it taking to other industries, though. I think, like, for example, I got the last contract I had to sign. I didn't send it to a lawyer. I fucking uploaded it to ChatGPT and told them to explain that shit to me, you know? So it's like shit like that I worry about for the global economy. I really feel like there's going to be a lot of people out of jobs in general, right? So if it messed up the personal training industry, it would be because there's less disposable income from the potential people, right? So it's more of a macroeconomic problem than a micro one. Leonardo says, "Yo, I see motherfuckers complain over wars, politics, etc. Make money in this war so you can use it to prevent future wars and problems." Hey man, you know how I feel, man. You know my stance. Motherfuckers be asking me, "Man, what do you think about the war? Here, what do you think about this issue?" I'm like, "Man, does it matter? Like what I think, right? I don't have no, I don't, no matter what I don't, there's no one who makes any decisions are listening to me. I don't have no influence. I don't think Benjamin Netanyahu is watching my fucking live stream thinking, man, all right, guys, we got to change our policy. Guys, we need a two-state solution. Brandon Carter said it on his last. I don't think it works like that. So who gives a fuck, man? You just focus on, you can't change the whole world, but you can change your world. You know what I'm saying? You can't change the whole world, but you can change your world. All right. Val says, man, how can I sell small business? How can I sell a small business online website using sales strategies and I need more input, brother. You want to sell a business or do you want to sell a product? I don't know if I understand. Like, if you want to sell a business, I would like more clarity, man. If you don't mind. People are asking where the link is. The link is in the description. I also put it in the comments. The link where you can join. I'll paste it in here again. And there's all right, cool. Let me bring. We got Christian. Did I already talk to you, Christian? Okay, cool. Okay, so we got New Pun Marwara. What's up, man? New Pun Marwara, straight to the stage. What's up, player?
What's up, brother? It's Nipple and Marwaha, but doesn't matter. You're King Keto. So you say what you want right now.
That's even better than what I was saying, man. What's going on, bro?
Nothing much. I just hopped off a different live stream that I was leading, and I saw you were on here. I was like, why not ask you my questions?
Nice, man. I'm here to answer. That's what we doing, man.
Fucking love your vibes since the first time I saw you on Fresh and Fit, and then I realized you're way better to watch than them. No, I'm just kidding. They're good people. Good people.
Those are the homies. Those are homies for sure.
So my big thing, I am a lawyer, and straight up, I'll even ask ChatGPT a few questions. Sometimes I'll
Word.
But I run a criminal defense firm in New York City, so motherfuckers that get caught with a gun or do something stupid or accused of doing something stupid, they got to come to me.
Yeah.
But as much as casually I'll say, motherfuckers got a gun, that's not how I want to market myself because I'm going for like a lot of white college.
That's not your preferred marketing strategies.
Yeah,
Yo, we help motherfuckers with guns get back out on the street.
Exactly. So I'm more of a white collar clientele where it's like a doctor gets into a fight outside a bar and then gets arrested, and he can put the whole fee on his Amex, that kind of vibe.
Got it.
And so I'm wondering, as far as content, how do I go about doing that? Because every other lawyer on Instagram I see is basically either using like cringy shit or titties to get attention.
Yeah,
and I don't want to
go those work, but I don't know if I don't know how. I can see why you might not want to use either one of those tactics.
Yeah,
for marketing. Okay, you know what? What is your Instagram?
It's at Nipun the Lawyer. So NIPUN the Lawyer. So it's more so a personal Instagram, but I'm starting to post lots of stories on there.
That's cool. You said it's Nipple the Lawyer. How do you
Nipun,
say
NIPUN.
NIPUN. What kind of name is that?
Indian, North Indian.
NIPUN. All right. I see you. All right, cool. So let's see what we got going on over here, man. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry, listen, man. I ain't did this in a while.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
All right, we got it right here. All right, cool. Bet. All right, so yeah. You know what, man? So this is cool. This is like your personal stuff right now. This looks like a personal page. You're not even trying. It looks like a page you're not trying to grow. You get what I'm saying? And that's fine. This look like this. But you got good photos. Like this look like a page you put up, man. You trying to get some bitches.
So, low-key, David Had a Beast.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's the homie.
When I took his course, that's how I built that out.
Yeah, that's why. Man, I can see it.
But since then, I've got a girlfriend, so I'm like, I don't need to.
Now you got a girl. Now you got a girlfriend. I like.
Now switch to
make the Maserati here, so it works.
Places.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have it up. I don't have it on the screen. My fault. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Yo, man. If you listen, guys, everyone, listen. If you are interested in acquisition of bitches, then you should study this dude's page, man. Like, he's looking high value, man. He's got good photographs. Look at him, look at him, man. It's business shit. Thinking about a master plan over here. You know what I'm saying? He's got the Maserati. Or what is this? Is that the Maserati?
Porsche.
That's my fault. My fault, bro.
No, that's Maserati.
He got this. Oh, he travels, right? He ain't a fucking local ass motherfucker. He out here. Like, if you want to get some, if I wanted to get the max amount of hoes, I would make my Instagram a lot like a separatist. But whatever.
I had to. I'm a nerd at heart, and Akira Toriyama died. I gotta respect to the master.
Hey, man, listen. It worked. You got the girl. Yeah. All right. So now what you need to do is who you say your target market is again?
So I got two target markets, but basically it's white collar professionals that get caught up in some stupid shit because they just literally wrong time, wrong place, or drunk and stupid, or because I'm Indian and I'm Punjabi. They're basically the Irish of India. So it's like 20 to 40-year-old Punjabi dudes that get drunk and do something stupid because half my clientele is DUI. Got
it. Okay.
Who
would you rather market to? Who would you rather work?
It's you know what? It's the constant battle of high ticket for the white collar guys or volume for the Punjabi dudes.
Okay. So you're doing nothing and you're still getting the Punjabi dudes, right?
Yeah, I'm getting word of mouth from them because I've helped.
Okay, so I don't think anything you do online will affect that, right? Because right now you're just getting what comes to you, right? But now it's time for marketing.
Yeah, I'll see a bump up when I put up like a week or two of stories in a row or reels in a row where I'm like, remember everyone? Like, I'm a fucking lawyer, and then people remember, and when stupid shit happens, they call me.
Yeah.
But like, if I don't post anything, then everyone forgets my day job.
Yeah. Lawyer marketing is interesting because it's still a lot of it is old school. like the last time I sued somebody, this was a little while ago. Sometimes I'll be out here suing this shit. And the lawyer, he gave him a lot of bread, right? But he hits me every Father's Day, every holiday, you know what I'm saying? Like that old school mark. He texts me, man, yo, happy Father's Day, man. Welcome you and your family. Just so, but I mean, it's I appreciate it, but it's also like, oh, he next time some shit happens, he wants me to hit him up.
Fucking writing a handwritten note right now.
That's the shit. That's the shit is smart.
Yeah.
That shit is smart too. But in order to get new clients, I would start. I don't know your target market that well, but maybe if you start talking about the laws, and maybe start talking about law shit, making reels about law shit. That your target market maybe doesn't know or doesn't cares about. Right?
If you hop over to the reels page, I have one that hit about like one, of course, cringe. It hit 75K views. It was literally like about whether to blow or not to blow. So the big fucking word right there is blow.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. No, that's a lot of views for a account this small, right? So like I said before, that's a lot. That's a lot of views for an account this size. Yeah. Good point. I like it, man. I like that. I was going to tell you start making content like this, but maybe should be more catered to your target market. But
yeah, so the next one right over where it says Punjabi men are fucked. You know how some Punjabi guys wear the steel bracelet?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take your word for it though.
Yeah, so basically they either wear a gold or steel bracelet. It's religious significance. It used to be a weapon like 500 years ago. And so now they fucking take it off and use it as brass knuckles when they get into a fight. So prosecutors, they're white guys, but they're smart on culture now. They're like, oh shit, that's like a weapon. So they're starting to charge it not as assault, but assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh shit.
So it's like, all right, that was my infomercial to them, being like, guys, don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Keep it on your wrist.
I like now. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Now I'm. Yo, man, listen, I think you need to just keep making content like this. Honestly, like this was what fucking a year ago, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you and this was how this was
like much
2
longer
years ago. Jesus. Yeah. But yeah, listen, if I was you, I would repeat successful actions, homie.
Yeah.
You know? I think you start making law advice, bro. Giving law advice. I got one of my homies.
You got some mindset advice, because honestly, man, if I could stay consistent with shit, I'd be 9% and have 1 million followers.
I want to show you. Okay, I'm gonna show you exactly what I told my boy, because this is my boy. He does real estate, right? Okay. And he doesn't have a big following, but his videos, man, are like they're kind of blowing up, man. You know, and he has a particular demographic. See if you can guess what it is.
God damn.
Yo, like that's my dog, right? And he told me he's gotten a lot of business from these reels, but he was only doing once a week. I was like, hey, bro, you got to do more a week. So what I told him to do was, this is what I tell everyone to do when it comes to content. It's like, let me see. Okay. Oh, you can't. Okay, let me stop sharing. Oh, I got to share my screen again. So anybody who has an issue coming up with content, what I tell them to do, because here's the thing. When you're making one piece of content, right? Oh, my fault. I'm not sharing my screen. You probably you think of the idea, right? Then you might script it, right? Then you film it, then you edit, and then you post. Right? That's what you do. If you're doing this for one video each time, it's going to be difficult to have a lot of videos at once.
Yeah, the best case scenario, that's a 30-minute time.
Exactly. So I started doing this when I first started YouTube. I had like a bunch of jobs and I had to do long form. So I would come up with the idea I would come up with 14 ideas, right? One day, right? So this would be like day 1. And then day 2, I would script them. So I'm batching, right? And then day 3, I would film all of them in one day, like 14 in one day, right? Boom. And then day 4, I would edit 14. And then day 5, I would post or schedule 14 videos. And this is how I was coming out with 2 like long form videos a day on YouTube. This was before there was short form shit, right? So it was more difficult, right? And that's what I do now. Like even now, like, you know, so you gotta batch it. So because if you do it one, you'll never come out with high volume if you're doing all this one at a time for each video.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's like it's too pristine. You got to treat it like an assembly line. Does that make sense?
Yeah. ChatGPT suggested I film something on the order of like fucking film and edit 90 of them in a weekend.
Yeah, that's over the top.
Yeah,
it's over the top. Like I filmed 90 videos in a weekend, but I didn't edit them. Right, I had my team do it. Right, you know. So if I was one guy, I would do this. This is what I teach my students in High Ticket Trainer. This is what I teach everyone. Do it just like this. This is the only way I've ever seen people put out like high volume. And also, here's the thing: if you know, once this is done, you got 14 videos done. Yep. If one doesn't fucking do well, you don't give a fuck. Yep. Right? You got 14 more shots. But if you fucking take your time with this one video and you baby it all the way around, when you post that one video, now you invested, like you really care. Yeah, you know, you give a fuck about that. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Of course, it's always like the dumbest one that like pops off.
It's some shit you wouldn't even. Sometimes
I work like 20 minutes on one. It's like 300 fucking views. Not even on there anymore. I fucking archived it. I have one where there's like a possum in someone's fucking car screaming, and I was like, when the cops knock on your door at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking 3,000 views.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So sometimes you don't know. That's why you got to have volume, right? So you don't know, and that's the only way to get the volume up is to batch it. So that's what I would do if I was you, man. That's what I would do if I was anyone.
Yeah,
that's the only way to do it.
Fair enough. Well, you got me now. If you're ever in New York, any
sure. I could have used you a few years ago. I've been arrested a bunch of times, but like I've never been charged with a crime. Never been charged with a crime.
Yeah, eventually they just fucking drop the shit, especially in New York. It's cash and release here now, man.
Yeah. You might have to spend some time there. You may have to go to Central Bookings, eat one of them fucking peanut butter sandwiches they be giving you, and then you go home. All right, man.
I appreciate the help, man. Thank you.
No problem, man. Peace. All right. We did some super chats came in. And then we're gonna get to Edison Park. I see. I see Sonjay was first, but he ain't got his camera on. Sonjay, you got okay. There you go. All right, I'm gonna get you in a second. I just gotta read through the super chats. The homie says, CC says, thank you for everything you do. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, thank you, brother. Out Trigger gave $10. Shout out to you. Said, is it smart to buy trainers' clients off them, or would they leave me? I don't think. I've never heard about a trainer selling clients. Like that's not some shit that I don't know if that's a real thing, homie. Like I don't know if that's. I mean, if you must know something I don't know, you know. But I never heard of that shit. You might be inventing something, man. You know. I would say no. I would just go ahead and say no on that one, man. All right. YT. All right. Making small business online websites. How would I sell it in person? I don't know. I think you'd have to show them examples, and you have to really when I'm doing any sort of sales, I ask them what they want, right? Ask them what they need, what they want the business for, and then what they want the service for, and then I sell them that. And it's cool because you create websites so you can give them exactly what they want. It's not like you have a pre-made product, so you can make it easier. You just got to remember that people don't buy things, they buy what the thing does for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I bought this external battery, right? But what I really what I really bought was having power everywhere I go and my phone not dying. Does that make sense? Right? Like there's a story I heard a long time ago. It was a guy, he went in a hardware store and he said he needed a drill. And the salesman asked him, all right, man, what do you be building? He said, I'm gonna build some shelves. He said, yo, what are you building the shelves for? He said, oh man, I want to put some books on them. The books are all over the crib. Oh, why do you need to put your books on the shelf? He said, because my girl, she's bitching all the time about books and shit being everywhere, right? So he wasn't really buying a drill, he was buying a happy home. Right. So you got to really just ask enough questions till you get to the really why, what they really want, what the website's going to do for them. You know what I'm saying? And sell them on that. I think that'd be beneficial for you. All right. Oh yeah, I just did that one. All right, cool. And then we got the homie Luis. Shout out to you. Yo, hey brother, took your baller mindset course. To make my mindset better. Started working multiple jobs at 22. Shout out to you, brother. Broke 6 figures last year. I got to take a photo of this. Took 6 figures this year. All right. Oh shit, making 72K off his first flip. Appreciate the game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The baller mindset course was free, guys. It is free. That's fucking amazing. I just wanted y'all to come up. Yo, shout out to you, brother. Love to hear it. Mo just gave $10 just cuz. Shout out to him. That's what's up. Oh, there's some more in here. All right, wait, Sanjay Edison, just hold up. I'm gonna be with you in a second. Thank you for all the game over the years. And yo, appreciate that. Bad Mind Poppy. Appreciate that $20, man. That's what's up. Out Trigger says, I was talking earlier, this trainer is retiring near me. Oh, it buys clients off. I've never heard of this shit. It depends on what the price is right. If the price is right, it might be worth a shot. I ain't never experienced it or heard of it. But yo, it might be interesting. It might be interesting. See, it's a, you know what? No. Matter of fact, no. If he's retiring, he's going to retire. You can go find those people on your own. You can see, you don't have to pay him to get those people. Yeah. All right. Let me bring Son J to the stage. What up, homie?
All right. What's up, Carter?
Chilling, man. How you?
Good, man. So, as a 17-year-old who is striving for success, just left high school, and I'm not really sure. I've been doing calisthenics for
Did you leave or did you graduate from high school?
Graduate.
Okay. Sometimes people, All right, cool. I graduated high school when I was 17 as well. We smarter than these other motherfuckers, man.
So I've been doing calisthenics for over 3 years now, and I want to do the sell some course or do something, go online in the world of that. So I don't know how to start, but I've built an achievable physique, admirable physique, I think, so I don't know where to start from.
So here's the key for someone. This is what I tell all guys who want to come in and when they join my coaching program or anything and they want to do calisthenics as their unique mechanism. It's important. Okay, let me break something down for you. This is good. I'm glad we're here. All right. So this is any business, but we're going to relate it to online training, right? You got to have a niche, right? Because if you're just a fitness guy or a fitness girl, you won't stand out. There's too much competition. You got to compete with every fitness guy or every fitness girl on earth, right? But if you niche down, then there's less competition, and the people who are interested in what you have to sell are going to be more excited. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing you need to do is think about who you want to help, right? Who you want to help. And the way I think about that is you want to pick gender and age. All right. So let's start there. I'm assuming you want to focus on training men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, men. All right. What age group?
Is there a difference because the income varies at these certain ages? So I'm not really sure how to go about that too.
Yeah. You know what, man? I would say for you, someone like you, in their 20s, 30s, that makes sense, like 20s, 30s. You want it. So what I tell, here's the thing. So we got men, let's call it 20 to 30 because it's difficult to sell to children, right? So we don't mess with the kids, no drizzy. All right. And so 20 to 30. And here's some of you other trainers or people listening, like, man, I want to sell to men and women. I bought these 2 deodorants to show you guys this for an example. It's difficult to market to men and women. So this deodorant here, these are like this full body deodorant. One is called Mando. This is marketed towards men. This is Luna, marketed to women. They are the same fucking product. They are the same ingredients. There's no difference, right? Except for in the packaging. And it's the same company. Because they know it's difficult to market to men and women. They have to have a different brand, right? And that's what we have to do as trainers too, or just as business people, man. Like, if I one second, I got another example. So this motherfucking this you can look at this. And you can tell that this is men. This marketed to men. Old Spice. You could look at the packaging, the fonts, even the names. Pure Sport Plus, right? Then we got this Secret. This is marketed towards women, right? Men's and women's markets are pretty much the same. In fact, the ingredients are almost identical. The smells are identical. This is fresh and sensitive scent. Pure Sport scent, same scent. There's no difference. It's the same company. Like, that's the thing. It's the same company, Procter & Gamble, but they have to have different brands because women ain't going to be excited about this and men ain't going to be excited about this. And it's difficult to make a brand that men and women are excited about, right? So you want to pick one. All right. Anyway, so you already got that men age 20 to 30. I just wanted to give it a little marketing lesson, right? Now, here's the thing. Now we got to think, what problem do you want to help them solve? So you tell me, what
so
you trying
as a person who is not like financially well off, I don't have access to a gym, but regardless, I still, get the work in, get the calisthenics. You don't have weight, so you just try to do anything. So I don't know what would that be.
Right. See, you can't market to you because you ain't got no money. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. we don't want to get motherfuckers like that. Right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, and that's what we're gonna get to that too, because I knew that before you said it. Because every guy who uses the word calisthenics is always broke. That's why they do it. There's no advantage, just the fucking only body weight. It's just motherfuckers ain't got gym membership. So they say they make it sound fucking cool. Say, yo, calisthenics. Motherfucker, you doing push-ups and pull-ups. Shut up. But it's all good. It's all good. We all been there. I've been there too. All right. So you got to think, what problem do you want to help them solve? Because business is all problem solving. You get what I'm saying? So you want to focus on something. So I know some trainers who just help women build bigger butts, or they just focus on fat loss, or they just focus on getting ripped. For me, I used to focus on helping guys get ripped. That means this was their words, get ripped. But I knew that means they wanted to be muscular with low body fat. They didn't want to be bodybuilders. They just wanted to be muscular with low body fat, right? So that was my focus, right? Yeah. Someone like Kino Body, he says, well, you get the movie star build, right? That's his thing, right? He's not trying to make you look like a bodybuilder. He's not trying to help you be a fucking power lifter. He's not trying to help you be better at your fucking sport. It's just, look like a movie star. You know what I'm saying? Like, or my boy on Instagram, his name is Booty King. All he does is help women get bigger butts, man. It ain't about being healthy. It ain't about longevity. It ain't about fucking lifting more weights, being stronger. It's just about growing that ass, right? So you got to figure out what you want yours. What do you want to help? What goal do you want to help these guys accomplish? What do you want to specialize in? Because the thing is, you got to be a specialist. What do you want to help them specialize? And where you're thinking, I got to stop you because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I want to help them get better at calisthenics, but only poor people want to get better at calisthenics, right? I know, because I used to be a poor people, and I know a lot. I used to be with the fucking bar stars in New York and all that shit. Like all the motherfuckers were broke. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be. Now, what we're gonna do? Okay, while you're thinking about this, with the what, we want to think about how, because the next thing you need is how. How are you going to help them solve that problem? Right now, you can help them solve that problem with body weight exercises. Right. So this is going to be your what we call in marketing, we call this your unique mechanism. Right. This is what makes you stand out. Right. But this can't be the problem, that you're solving. This is the remedy to the problem, right? So what problem do you want to help them solve? I don't want to give it to you. I want you to figure it out. We established it's going to be body weight. And another thing, don't ever use the word calisthenics in your marketing, because you're only going to attract these broke motherfuckers who only do calisthenics. I've been in this game long enough to know that. You know what I'm saying? You never hear a motherfucker making over. I've never in my life heard a motherfucker who makes good money say the word calisthenics. So you'll say body weight training, or you say without going to the gym, right? So what problem do you want to have them solve? Come on, brother. You got this, Sanjay. Okay. Right. You know what? You don't have to figure it out right now. Give it some time. Right? I don't want to put you on the spot. This is what you got to figure out, because this is what they're buying. Nobody's buying how to do better push-ups, right? You know what I'm saying? But they will buy you helping them lose fat. They will buy you helping them become stronger. They will buy you helping them accomplish their fitness goals, Yeah. It's supposed to... You want to have something that does with, it's easier to market if it's something to do with appearance, right? Because then you can have before and after pictures, right? But if you don't want to help them get better at push-ups, because like rich motherfuckers don't care about how many push-ups they can do, like or motherfuckers with money, and so you got to figure out that what is. But let's live in a world let's just pretend, let's go to this exercise that they wanted to get ripped. Let's just use that one, get ripped. Because you pretty ripped, right? So that makes sense, right? So ripped. They want to get ripped, which is, as trainers, we know that means they want to be muscular with low body fat. Let me ask you a question. Why would a 20-year-old guy want to get ripped?
Yeah, woman.
Yeah. Yep. And it's probably it, right? There's probably nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's probably the main thing for someone. Now, here's the thing. This is why we keep the age range. I like the age range to be 10-year age range. Because if we change this, let's say we change this to motherfuckers my age, 40 to 50, right? Then this is going to change. The Y is going to change. You get what I'm saying? The Y, it's going to be like longevity. I don't know how to spell this word. Close enough, right? Longevity, energy, right? You know, because motherfuckers be fat trying to have fun with their kids, but they tired, you know? Like, it's going to be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is why I like to have a 10-year age range, because whatever the why is, that's what you're going to use in your marketing. So, for example, when I used to do this, when this was my target market, men 20 to 30, like, you know, when I first started this shit, 20 to 30, all right? And I knew it was women, right?
Yeah.
If you look at my old videos, there's always some, you know what I'm saying, young, sexy girl in all the videos, because I knew that's what they wanted, right? And I didn't say, hey, man, it's going to get you girls, right? Because that was a little too overt, but they was there, right? And I knew I was marketing to them, right? So the pretext was, hey, man, if I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show you how to use this to get this, which will get you this, you know. So you got to figure out what it is, you know. And it's more than hoes, right? It could be more than hoes, right? It could be something else, right? Honestly, it could. There's some guys who want to do it for different reasons, right? So it doesn't have to be this, but you got to figure out what these things are. You got to figure out what the what is, and then what the why is, and then you're going to use body weight as a way for them to get this, as the mechanism. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's very important.
I've been in online presence, like I've post content. However, you know, I've realized that virality does not equal money.
It does not, bro. It does not. I know some chicks with like fucking 50, I knew this chick, she had like 50,000, 500,000 followers, and she didn't have $500 in her bank account. I know, she showed it to me. I saw it. I was like, oh shit, you poor as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it does not equal, you know. She do OnlyFans now, so she's doing pretty good. You know, this is something to help you. I put this together, right? You know, and I'm not trying to say something. It's only $47. If you got $47, it's called the Fitness Framework. We put this out not long ago.
Yeah.
And it really breaks down how to make. I put the link into this in the comment
chat.
Right? Yeah, and I'll put the link in the chat. And it really breaks down how to build your social media following that makes money as a fitness influencer. It's just for fitness influencers, right? And I hadn't seen that. All the courses that I saw about how to build your following, they were fine, but it was more general. Like how no one had did it just for fitness influencers. I think you'll find that helpful. It's only $47. Like, I'm not going to make a bunch of fucking money for this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got $47, I think that'd be a good investment for you. But and if you don't get it, that's cool too. You need to think about this part. I go over this shit in more detail in the Fitness Framework, but this is the most important part. When you will fail without getting your niche down. All right.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem, brother. All right, man.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace. So we got, what else we got, man? We got okay, wait a minute. There was a few super chats come in. Then I got Edison. I see Luis. I got y'all, man. Let me just run through these super chats. Yo, I messed up my previous super chat. I sent it with no message. What's your face routine to stay looking youthful? Yo, man, y'all not gonna believe me. It's diet. I do like almost nothing, bro. It's diet. You know, there's a lot of studies that show ketogenic diet actually slows down the age process. I know you guys all hate keto, and that's fine. I'm just telling you what I do. You know, you can still hate keto if you want, but when they put animals on the ketogenic diet, there's a lot of animal testing where they did, right? And they live like longer, healthier lives almost all the time. And the studies that show that it basically cures acne. If any of y'all dealing with acne, go keto for just a month, man. That should have cleared right the fuck up. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? There's tons of studies that back this up because it's inflammation, you know? So that's it, man. But shout out to you. Hey, shout out to you, Mo, man. Appreciate that. And it just, you know, people say I look younger than 42. I'll be 43 this year. And it's all because of that. We got that thing grips. Gonna roll with the business page, posting daily for a week. That's what's up. Painting an ass to grow another page, but you can't run meta ads without a business page. All right, yeah, man. All right, man, go for it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Can cold outreach the leads as well? Yeah, you definitely can. That's what's up. Awesome, man. All right, cool. So now we got Edison Park. What up, homie?
How's it going, Brandon?
Fantastic, man. How are you?
Doing good. So here's where I'm at, like 21, just graduated college.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Just been lifting for like 3 years, and I would say I know an adequate amount about fitness, nutrition, looks maxing, you know, self-improvement, right?
Okay.
I really want to help people with all this, not just in the gym, but also like building confidence and improving themselves like overall. But I've tried posting like content, TikTok, IG, but haven't gotten like traction yet. I'm not sure if I should like start doing in-person PT first, or if I should go straight into online coaching plus
Let me see your content. What's your Instagram? Let's check it out.
Like, okay, to be honest, for Instagram, I got nothing. It's mostly on TikTok.
Let me see your TikTok, brother.
There's only like,
what is it?
Okay. I'll put it in the chat.
All right, fantastic.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, man, no problem. All you young kids out here looks maxing, man. That's cool, man. You know what that means to me? Man, when I hear that, I'm happy for y'all. That means y'all live like really, y'all high up the hierarchy of needs. You know, when I was a kid, I was survive maxing. I'm fucking kill maxing. We was gun maxing. It's Chicago.
I mean, yeah, just to let you know, like there's only like 2 videos in there. That's just cool. Started like
hey, it's all good, man. Let's see it.
Okay.
There's only 100 people waiting on you, man. Don't even worry about it.
Do you? I sent it in the chat.
You see it in the chat? I don't see it in the chat. Y'all see it? Am I tripping? Maybe I can't see it because I'm on StreamYard. Type. Okay, let me see. Might.
I'll send it through the YouTube chat as well.
Oh, you put the chat here, the StreamYard chat.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just getting used to this shit, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're
all right,
good.
Let's see, man.
Let's
go.
Already roasting me.
All right, let's see what we got over here, man. Oh, yep, got it. All right, hold up. Let me stop sharing this shit. Give me a second. Yeah, what you laughing at, man?
I'm just like I'm embarrassed, you know.
No, it's all good, homie. Don't even trip. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. All right, cool. Let's go. All right. Oh, let me bring it on screen. All right, let's go, man. See what the first one is.
This is how I broke my phone addiction. I used to wake up and right away scroll my phone on TikTok and Instagram. Before I even got out of bed, I'd wasted the first 90 or 120 minutes of my day just on TikTok or on IG, thinking I was just getting ready. It made me feel lazy, drained, and made me feel behind. Here's how I broke it.
All right, this shit's mad boring, bro. All right, like, you know what I'm saying? No, like, I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. You know, like, so here's what we got. But listen, like your idea. Yeah, I like your idea. It's just we need to pick up the energy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the energy was low, and so here's the thing. Here's something you might find helpful. You got to turn up you have more energy now talking to me than you did there. You know what I'm saying? How can we bring? You got to bring this personality to the camera, and these are probably the first videos you ever filmed, huh? In life.
I mean, with a script, yeah.
So that's cool. It's normal. Like, I can tell, right? And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just the way it is. You know, I can see it, and it's okay. So you might just need more reps, but you just want to have more energy, man. Like you're more alive. Me talking to you now than you were there. Like you were putting me asleep a little bit, right? So just think about that, and like it even happens to me now. Sometimes I'll film something, and then I'll look back. I'm like, fuck, I sucked on camera just then, and I have to do it over again. Like it even happens to me sometimes, and you might even want to turn up just like maybe a little bit more than you normally will, right? Not be fake, just a little bit more, not crazy, a little bit. We just want more energy, right?
Okay.
And you also gotta cut out the pauses.
Okay.
You gotta cut out the pauses. Like you can't. I don't want to hear you thinking. Let me show you if I can show you something.
I mean, like for sure, you and FitX are like, I would say like the top for like just like, you know, fitness. You know, just like improvement and stuff. So I'm trying to like.
You're what? No.
I take that back.
You're working on. We don't use the T word here. Don't come on my stream using that profanity, brother.
Okay.
You just got. We just need more energy. We just need more energy, and you got to cut out the filler words. So let me show you something. I took this. This is a video I posted. Oh no, this is not the right one. Let me. Let me see if I can find something that makes some sense, make some goddamn sense over here. Shit, you know what? I fucked up this thing. Hold on. Or maybe it's this one. No, it's not this. Well, give me a second. I just want to show you something.
Take your time.
And I think you'll find it helpful. Okay. So this is a video I posted on Instagram, and I don't think I'm sharing my screen right now. Let me see if I can do it. What I did was in this video, bro. So if you look, it's not just one shot. It's like I edited out all the pauses. You know what I'm saying? And all the thinkings. And there's a part here where it's just like a fuck up. I just edited that out. You get what I'm saying? And you want to make it move fast, you know? Does that make sense?
So like grab their attention. Like
you do fitness stuff. If you're gonna do fitness stuff, listen, man. I know it sounds like I'm trying to sell this shit. It's only $47. But the fitness framework, I really go in deep into making content for fitness, for the fitness industry, right? It's only $47. I'm not out here getting rich off this shit, right? But you'll find it really helpful, bro. and I break down how I edit, how I film, and some things you need. You got to focus on getting attention. And oh, there was another thing in your video. Your music was too loud.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to hear the music. You don't necessarily. You want to feel the music. You don't necessarily want to hear it if you're talking. You know, it was a little bit of a struggle to hear you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you got to make that shit move fast, and you do that with jump cuts. And I highly recommend you get that the fitness framework. It's like it really breaks it down how I make content. And I used to, I've mentored FitX. He said it before, and other people. Not necessarily with content though. Like he kind of did it on his own. It was more on the business side, so I can't take credit for his content. He's nice with that shit. He knows how to get it. But yeah, I use him as examples a lot in the fitness framework for some of this shit too. Him and other guys I've been working, Austin Dunham, guys who I've mentored and worked with, and a lot of my HGT students, the ones who make a lot of money, I use I break their shit down and some of my videos that have done the best and show how they were made and how you can mimic that. I think you'll find that very helpful.
So is it mostly just like making that content, perfecting it, right?
It's making it, but it's also having the right idea. Right. So the idea is the most important part. Like because perfecting it, you can't polish a turd. You know what I'm saying? You got to have you got to start with a good idea.
I mean, doesn't it depend on your audience though?
Oh yeah, it definitely depends on your audience. Like I was telling the other dude, you got to have the right niche first.
Right.
That's actually a part of the fitness framework. First, we have the niche, but then when it comes to content, you got to have the right idea, the right structure.
Okay. Yeah,
and then how you structure it too.
Okay.
You're on the right path. You don't need nothing. You don't need no fancy equipment. Your phone is good enough. I've got millions of views on fucking videos I made with my phone, but you just got to have the right idea, and then you got to execute that idea right.
Right idea.
Yeah, and we talk about going in fitness framework. We talk about different ways to come up with ideas for your audience.
Okay. Sounds good. But I guess that was it for my questions. But I appreciate it, Brandon. You're the GOAT.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. Have a nice
awesome. All right, bro. Peace. All right, man. Now we got Luis. What's going on, player?
Hey, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. How you?
Good. Hey, I was the one that commented earlier about that about the baller mindset course. Just wanted to give you thanks for that one because that really did help me out a lot.
In what way? How did it? Because the ball mindset course was free. It was really like something. Like I really wanted it to put out something that would actually benefit people who maybe needed it the most. People who couldn't afford to buy something. So
if anyone that's curious about it or hasn't watched it, I think the best thing you could take out of it is literally just like, for example, when I started in business or just started working, I was 18, 19 years old. Now, at that time, like most people, I had the mindset of, oh, it's going to be easy. I can work a 4-hour work week. I'll make a lot of money. That's not the case. The mindset shift is really like, hey, it is going to be hard. But at the same time, it's not as hard as other things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like my change just became like, okay, I need to get my mindset right to where I'm going to work multiple jobs. I'm going to work, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I'm going to work on my business and a regular job. I hit 6 figures last year.
Come on, man. Congratulations. How old are you?
23. I'm
33?
23. I'm about to turn 24.
Come on,
August.
man. 6 figures of 20. That's amazing, bro. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, man. And then I actually, my question to you, because I'm a real estate agent, right? But I also work multiple jobs. The only thing is for me is that as a real estate agent, obviously, sometimes it may not be the most leverage opportunity. That's kind of why I got into the flipping business. Just because now I got, a group of contractors, they're doing a lot of the work. I'm funding the deals and finding the deals. And then everyone's making money and the profits are obviously, a lot more than like here where I'm at, the average price point, 150, $200,000. So, your commission may be $4,500 before fees and all that. So,
and you can list the flip too, right? You can be the listing agent. Yeah.
That's why it's more profitable for me to do that. And I took that game from another YouTuber, Aram.
Okay.
That he's also from Chicago.
Oh, nice.
He was an agent. He transferred. He just made the transition to investor. And I learned a lot of the game from him.
Awesome,
the question I wanted to ask you, really, because what I'm really interested in is how would you go about, and maybe I know the answer because I know you're in the fitness industry, but as far as like an online business goes, what would you recommend? How would you transfer my skill set into something online?
When you say something online, like you're talking about doing coaching or something like that?
Or really creating an online business, because I know like the baller mindset course, you talk a lot about leverage.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So either skill set, money, or media, right?
Yes, skills, money, or media. It sounds like you're building the skill, man. What? How many flips have you done?
So this is my first flip. Flip. I sell about 15 houses, 20 houses a year. So I know the game.
I almost don't want you to do an online business right now. And here's the thing. Here's why. Because when I see guys, especially young guys, when they keep moving to different opportunities over and over again, it's like they don't master anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I know guys who I would rather you get better at flipping, and then maybe you're in the real estate thing, right? Flipping, then maybe going once you get your money right, then you can start doing development. That's even higher leverage, more money, right? I would stay down a path that you're well versed in, because then you have more domain expertise. Like for example, for me, let me see what I mean. Like I started off as a personal trainer, right?
Yeah.
Then I started doing private clients instead of in a gym, right? Then I started doing online training, right? Then I started teaching trainers how to do online training, right? But it was always in the same vertical. I just kept moving down the same line, right? You get what I'm saying? And that way I have more domain expertise. But if I start moving out to other whole different shits, then it's like I gotta get different. I don't have the same level of expertise, and I don't have the same credibility as I do in the fitness industry, right? But if I if I just keep moving vertically instead of horizontal, then everything I did it starts to compound.
Yeah,
does that make sense? So not to say you couldn't do some of this shit online, or some shit could be done online, but there's a lot of money to be made in real estate, and AI is not gonna fucking get rid of it. Like you're actually in one of the safest industries.
Yeah,
I'd rather see you go vertically in that, especially at a young age. Because if you stayed in real estate shit, whether it's flipping, development, being an agent, if you stayed in real estate for 10 years, you'd have so much domain expertise that you'd be super hard to compete with.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. No, I agree. Because I mean, it's one of those things. I guess it's just because I'm young. I'm always like, it's in the back of my head. I was like, should I do this? Should I do that?
Yeah.
But it's like what you talk about too on the course, as well as like Alex Hormozy. He talks about it too. Like I'm in my 5th year, and I'm just now seeing a lot of profit. But it's also, I'm really young, so I'm just kind of like, I always feel like I'm behind, and that's why I'm just like, am I doing the right thing? Am I not? So it's one of those things.
That shit never goes away. There's no matter where you at.
Yeah,
I'm sure fucking I'm that shit never goes away. Everybody feels that way. But if you can stay in the same vertical for a long period of time, then everything you do starts to compound. Like people talk about compound interest, but they don't talk about compound skills.
Yeah,
they don't talk about compound relationships, right? You know what I'm saying? Like everything compounds, not just money. So if you stay in the same thing, that all your skills, all your relationships, all your networking, everything will compound, and you'll be in 10 years from now, you'll be a force.
All right,
that's what I would do. That'd be my recommendation, man.
All right, sounds good. Well, I appreciate it, man.
For sure. All right, brother.
All right, take it easy.
Peace. All right, y'all. Hey man, it's been real. It's about 8 o'clock. I'm about to get up out of here. Listen, if you haven't already, yo, I do got the program, the Fitness Fame Framework. This is only if you're a fitness influencer, right? And you want to grow your following on a fitness influencer, but like grow it with people who actually like will buy from you in the future. As far as I know, this is the only program that just shows fitness influencers how to grow their following. I don't think there's another one, right? And it's really intense. It's only $47, right? You got $47. And if you've seen anything I put out in the past, you know that, man, I always over deliver. The reason it's so cheap, my goal is you'll get so much gain from this that you'll want to join HTT later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be transparent. That's why it's so cheap. Get you in the ecosystem, learning, making some progress. And then when you want to step it up to the big leagues, you'll start fucking with us in HTT. But this will get you there. This will get you the Fitness Fame Framework if you're a fitness influencer and you're trying to do this. All right. But yo, it's been real, y'all. We've been on here for about an hour. I was answering your questions. This was fun. Shout out to everybody who came through and talked. All right. I'll let y'all. Peace.